Good morning, everybody, and welcome to one of the most important videos I've done in a while. Now, a lot of people probably didn't see this coming, but it's your boy, ZXinfinite. The day that I never thought would actually come, because I was fine with this name. And the homies X710, I was fine with that name, and it was cool. But, with the meaning being what it was, that was the best meaning. Everything just worked perfectly fine. But there was an issue. And that issue is people keep comparing my name and relating it to oil. Like 017, basically. If you put it upside down or whatever. And it's a relation to drugs, that being marijuana, weed, Mary Jane, the green, the ganja, the devil's lettuce. And I didn't want no relation with the drug. I don't want no relation with none of that at all. This is LGE Updates 10, and I'm going to talk about all of that right now. And one of the biggest events of all time, June 8th, 2025, I've officially changed my name from the homies X710 to ZXinfinite, because I was sitting there thinking for a good, 10 plus minutes, maybe 20, thinking of what my name should be. Should it be ZXI, so it's easy for people to find? Should it be ZXinfinite? I'll say infinite and people don't even want to try looking that up. And I'm sure people can look it up by using ZXI and doing that, but a lot of people probably don't want to try, spelling infinite, because it sounds like it's hard to spell, and really it isn't, but for some people it probably is. So, as of right now, this is the name until I find something that's appropriate. But I was thinking about my other names, like Dr. Chef, homies X710, and then I have freaking the BWSG, Big Power from Toontown. But, all these names I think about, and I'm like, nah. And then for a little bit, I was thinking of the Lord of LGE, or, Emperor Zach, or Emperor ZXI, or something. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe later, but for now, let's do something that's a little bit more recognizable, but that I brought up enough for people to know about, and in my music, but something that resonates with my name that I want to put out there. So I'm most likely going to change it to Emperor ZXI. I don't know, but we'll wait until that time comes in a couple weeks when I can change the name. Right now, though, it's ZXinfinite, because, again, I don't know what other name to make it until I'm able to change it. Then it's going to be Emperor ZXI, but and I know a lot of people out there, one of the main criticisms of the haters or whatever, one of the things they said, that I had several channels and several name changes and several this and several that. To have several gimmicks, that's smart. Mick Foley had 3 different gimmicks, and he played them all very well. Sure, his matches as Dude Love weren't maybe the best, but sure, 3 different gimmicks, played them all well. That's just one character, or 3 characters, 3 gimmicks, one person that played them all and did an amazing job of it. And that's just an example there, but, let's just keep it realistic. One of the reasons why I didn't want to do ZXI is because I didn't want to be compared or draw comparisons to KSI, one of my favorite YouTubers and one of my favorite content creators and people out there. Good music, good content, etc. But there shouldn't be any comparisons, because here's the thing. I was being called Z growing up from my dad, and I think that's it pretty much. And then for some reason, it made me extremely uncomfortable when other people started doing it, and I'm glad I'm away from them now. Anyway. And, it was fine for a while, and then I didn't like it, and then it was fine for a while, and then I didn't like it, and then now it's fine. So, growing up, I when I didn't like it, I added X to it, and it was just ZX for so long, to the point where I used it in my Pokemon save files. When I was playing Pokemon Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black and White, basically my favorite ones. Omega Ruby, you name it. I originally was Zach, and then ZX, and then I eventually in 2021 put ZXI for Infinite, and that's when I made Legendary Grand Entertainment, or as it was known then as Grand Gold Vibe Entertainment, and then Grand Vibe Entertainment, and I just didn't. I didn't rock with that name. Anybody else can use Grand Vibe or Grand. Actually, just Grand Vibe, because Legendary Grand Gold Entertainment just is the one, and Legendary Grand Entertainment. But, yeah, anybody else can use Grand Vibe, though. I don't really care. But, man, like, this is not something that I saw coming at all. Like, this isn't something that, when I was doing content, I went back on a video that I just uploaded, and it's called My Name is Not 710 is Not Related to Mary Jane. And I got so tired of seeing 710 and oil being related to each other, and just the substance being related to the name, that I didn't want any relation to that, even though my meaning for 710 was different. It was for, and I'm going to explain it for all the people that don't know, 710 means 777 for good luck. That's what the 7 in 710 means in the Homies Act 710. And 10 means perfection and the best. And that's basically what 710 meant for all those people that didn't know. And now pretty much everybody should know now. And that's what it meant. And there you go. There's the revelation. There's your answer. But why change it? Why change the name, even if my name meant something completely unrelated to 710, and I could have kept it, and the people that know what it means, and etc. Well, I don't want people, when I'm gone and the future generations are here, and the future is going to be here, and I'm going to leave my legacy behind, people are going to look at the Homies Act 710, they're going to be like, oh yeah, 710, and then they're just going to blaze it, 420 blaze it, and they're going to be like, yeah, related to this, and it's like, no, not related to that, not related to the Mary Jane. So I wanted to prevent that even in the future. So I'm thinking long term too. That is a weird looking bug or something. That is a spider. Don't go on my phone though. I don't want beef, but I will eat it. Not raw though. Minecraft. Okay. All right. Anyway, so yeah, so it really just comes down to that very thing. In the future, when I leave my legacy behind, yeah, I had a lot of stuff that had the name the Homies Act 710 on it. Sure, that's fine, okay, but overall, people are gonna remember me as Zach, and then first name, last name, etc., and then maybe X Deadlies, maybe Scorpius, maybe the Homies Act 710. Probably, I don't think that's gonna be my most popular thing though, because when it all comes down to it, the final name isn't going to be the Homies Act 710. I know I said for such a long time that it was. And since 2021, when I made the Homies Act and then the Homies Act 710, I think the next year or the same year, I don't know. I think it was probably 2022. Either way, my point still stands. And I'm the one making these decisions, so it doesn't matter how many name changes or how many channels I have. So, with that said, Emperor ZXI is the last name. Because it is what it is. I don't have to call myself the Emperor if the people know it, and the people accept it, and they know it. And I don't have to call myself a legend, like Emperor Legend. I don't have to call myself that, because the people know it, and they say I am. So, I'm leaving out the things that the people already know. So, I'm not going to put Legend in there. I was considering Emperor Legend also. That was another one I was thinking about. But, the childhood name ZXI, it's easy for people to remember. And, it's related to ZXinfinite. And, as much as I like the Homies Act name, I'm not going to be everyone's homie. And there's a lot of people that, over my 20 plus years of being here, of 2 decades, there are people that aren't going to like me. But, you could say that, everyone has different views, opinions, beliefs, and, dislike something or someone, and everybody likes something or someone, etc. And yeah, that's true, but for some reason, more often than not, there's people that don't like me rather than like me. So, in conclusion, I thought, well, if I'm more hated somewhat than a lot of people, then I don't have to be their homie, even though I still am, and I'm still a homie to everybody. No, just because the name changed doesn't mean anything else changed. It's just the name. Just the name. That's it. I'm still everyone's favorite homie. I'm still everyone's favorite friend, everyone's best friend, everyone's homie, and best homie, etc. It's just the name will be changed to Emperor ZXI. I would do Emperor ZXinfinite, but I don't want to keep it too long. I want to keep it simple enough for people to easily search it up and for it to be easily accessible to everyone that wants to find it. So Emperor ZXI will be the final name. It's ZXinfinite for now because, again, it's a name that at least you guys will know. All my fans and all the people in the audience have heard of it in my music, have heard of it in my videos, and it's just way easier to remember. So, but I think that's everything that I wanted to say. Again, I never thought this day would come where I would change the name, but I just got so tired of being related to something I just dislike so strongly. Like, I don't care if it's a plant. Like, it's not the same type of plant. I don't care. I don't care. It's not the same type of plant as other plants. Like, it's I don't know. Everybody's gonna have a different opinion, and that's okay with me. I just don't like that stuff at all. I don't like it. It doesn't do anything good. It doesn't relax nothing. It doesn't soothe nothing. It does nothing but ruin the human being and body, mind, soul, everything. It ruins everything. It breaks it down, destroys it, and it doesn't work the same as it does before doing the Mary Jane. You can disagree with no proof, and then, say all the doctors said this, and this is the source, and all these articles, and this, that, and I just, I can't believe you said that, Zach. It's like, no, that's not how this works, fam. Like, that's not how reality works, okay? The reality check is the fact that stuff should be just gone. All that stuff, if you put it in a bundle, all of it in the world, and, shooting it wouldn't really do much, but just put it in there, put it in just a trash can, and boom. That's what we should do with every other substance on Earth that is not good. That's what we should do. But some people need it for, I guess since there's no other way apparently in the world ever that we will ever figure out, is just use those things, and then some people get addicted, and some people, but everyone's different. But some people need it for medicinal purposes, or to fix this, or to do this, and it's like, that's not our only solution. I don't know why we're legalizing that now and doing that, but whatever. I'm not going to talk about that, because that's not what this video is about, but I just wanted to definitely let everybody know the truth. Not just my stance, but the truth on that. I'm not going to argue that. But now that everybody knows, I think this video can be done now. I'm going to go back to editing videos. I'm going to try streaming today. I do want to let you guys know also that the internet works fine. Not even 2 thumbs up. It's like 1.5 thumbs up. Like, it's out of 2 thumbs, it's like this. There's like 2 bars out of the 5 or 4. That's like maximum. And that's not very great. So I think when it comes down to it, I think it's good to make videos on, upload videos on. But as far as streaming goes, I don't know. Like, it plays a show just fine. Takes a little bit to load, which is usual, but I don't think it's fast enough to have a consistent, excuse me, by the way, sorry. To have a consistent, internet to live stream or whatever. So, I mean, making videos is fine. I can find a way to do that, but I just don't have a freaking, I don't know. I think there's a way where I can do it. So I'm trying to think, because in order for me to do that, I'm gonna have to move some stuff. So I'm gonna have to figure something out, and then I'll be able to record my Minecraft series in a different way, and do that. Because I already have like the first chunk of it done. There's a lot that I got done. I'm like 200 days in now. I started like a week ago or something because I was like, I don't know what else to do. And man, when I tell you I have a lot done, dude, I'm starting to build a city already. I need more material though. I also need more like to build. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get to that. Music, on the other hand, like I want to finish all that stuff. Which, by the way, my 4th interview just got done. Go check it out. It's very good. I have a 5th and 6th one that I have on deck, and I got to get those done as soon as possible. And I have a 7th one, so I have 3 more on its way. I'm gonna edit them as soon as possible. I have some other videos I'm gonna do, some reviews. Let me think what else I have on there. I got RCX coming out, which very optional video, but I do it for fun, and I believe it's going up right now actually. So a lot of content are going up right now, but by Monday, in like 2 days, or is that tomorrow? I think that's tomorrow. So tomorrow, that was fast. I'm gonna be very busy with a lot of other stuff, and probably will get a haircut by then because that's what I was planning on doing, while growing the beard, which it's already grown in. You can see. And that was my plan because I'm doing the official goatee again. So, yeah, internet is kind of good, but not good enough to live stream, I don't think. I'm going to try it anyway, just to see where I'm at in that. I might not be able to do the best quality, but like 540p, which is like decent, but like not great. I might be able to do HD with it lagging. I don't know, like I said. But from just an educated guess and hypothesis going on here, a theory, I think that's how it's going to go, judging from everything that I've saw so far, how it works so far, and how many bars it has, and etc. Everything, leading up to that. But now I'm going to have to get used to another outro. I've done so many of these and so many intros. So, for the first time ever, yo, what's good? Hope y'all doing good. It's your boy, Emperor ZXI. That feels good. That feels real good. That feels right. Never thought I would be saying that, but here the freak we are. And I think that's all I gotta say. I want to go right back to working, so I hope y'all have a legendary grand day. It's been your boy, Emperor ZXI, and I will see you guys in the next content-related thing, whatever I make. Right after I talk about a little bit more things, because I forgot about it. Music related, but I did want to do that, so there's that. Music related stuff. So I have music, and I also completely forgot. I don't know how, but so many things going on, so that's probably why. World Official. I'm gonna continue writing that. And what else besides World Official? World Official, and I'm planning a spin-off series. I'm just going to announce that out of nowhere for the show. And it's going to be called Lost Arts. And it's going to be a really cool show that I don't even have the idea for. I'm thinking of something right now that might kind of like work. Basically, maybe what the name means. I came up with one character, and I just want to say really quickly while I talk about this. I'm going to put this in the title. It's going to be like name change, Lost Arts, comma this, comma, etc. And I'm just going to be talking about that, or maybe why the name change, comma Lost Arts, and then etc. So Lost Arts, the idea came after about 2023 or last year, might have been last year. I downloaded an AI app because I just wanted to have some fun and try something, and I created this. It was called AI Image Generator, and I created this like anime girl, and she had like pink hair. She had the little fox ears or cat ears, I don't exactly know, and she had like a pink like lightsaber sword. I don't know, not really lightsaber, but it was like how do I explain that? It's like a pink flame, and she was like this pink character, and I thought that was like kind of cool, and like I never wanted to use AI as a reference, but sometimes I can't even come up with my own ideas. So I don't want to, but I think I might have to use AI to. I can still come up with characters just fine. I mean, I made World War III Battle Treasure. I made the Alpha Shadow Hot Clone. I made all these other things. So like, I can continue making. It's just AI. I just used it, but then I thought the idea of this might work good in this idea, and then I just came up on the spot and called it Lost Arts. So that's gonna be a whole bunch of stuff. So that's going to be later on. I'm not going to reveal it just yet, it being a video game, movie, and a freaking TV series, and a show, and a freaking book. Not going to reveal any of that yet, but as far as it goes, Lost Arts is definitely, it's going to be called maybe World Official Lost Arts, but sounds like it would be a movie, so maybe like from the world of World Official, but I can't even say that because there's a lot of shows out there that says from the world of John Wick, ballerina. I don't know if I can do that. I don't think that's in the cards. From doing that, I don't know, because it says from the world of World Official, the world. I don't know. That's wild. Actually, what I'm gonna say here is I'm gonna figure out something, but it's like I said, it's gonna be a spin-off and its own show of a show that I'll be making. And I haven't even finished the original show. It's definitely gonna be interesting, and I don't know when I'll be finishing it or whatnot. But those are there, and I definitely want to get to that at some point. And music, I haven't even finished the last album. Oh, and come to find out, by the way, I was supposed to release the album in October 2024. It has almost been a year. 4 months from now. It is going to be an entire year that I've not dropped that project. Fully, at least. I've got the majority of it done. All I gotta do is like 2 to 3 more tracks, and then I can officially release it months later, but at least it'll be done. It's about, I think, exactly 6 months ago, half a year, it took me to finish the album. Wow. But it has a lot of tracks on it, a lot of goodness. I already released the majority of the album. I did it in a different way than I normally do. So if you want to go check it out, it's Nothing to Lose, Nothing to Prove, the homies ZXinfinite. The last album that I have under that name had 3 name changes in music. Scorpius, Emperor, no, 4 name changes. Scorpius, this one, Emperor Ultimate, and then the homies ZXinfinite, and then Emperor ZXI. So I guess Emperor Ultimate wasn't that far off, oddly enough. But it was an experiment kind of gone wrong. So it started going into like a direction I'm like, it's not very much like the pirate patch. That was where I was trying to do. But then when I added the like cloak, I'm like, kinda, but that's like a different character. That's not the character I was trying to go for. So I don't know. That like it was, I don't know. But anyway, here's what I'll say here. That's all I got going on. I'm gonna go back to work. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, you guys want to know more, let me know in the comment section below, etc. I'm gonna be changing all my social medias to Emperor ZXI, and yeah, fun times in the world of Earth. So big day today, and yeah, what a crazy time. Hope you have a legendary grand day. Like I said, enjoy yourself, stay up, peace, love, prosperity, positivity. It's been your boy, the homie Emperor ZXI. Almost said the homie ZX710. That kind of works, so whatever. I'm just gonna go with it. Even though I already did the outro, I'm just gonna do it again just to smoothen out the outro, just to get it a little good. And I will see you guys in the next one, and peace.